Welcome back to the No Business Talkin Football podcast. My name is Wyatt Sherry. I'm one of your four hosts. Before we get into those two, holy fuck, what a weekend from the Vikings. We're currently 1-3, but let me tell you, we're about to go on a 13-0 run, make that 14-0, and we're going to make the Stanley Cup playoffs, to say in hockey. We're going to make the Super Bowl. We're going to win the fucking Super Bowl. I'm fired up right now. We'll fire over to Liam. Liam, your Packers lost to the Detroit Lions. I thought the Pack were the best team in the NFC North after week one. Know what happened there?
There's a little bigger gap than I thought there was. I mean,
a little bigger, huh? That's what they're calling it? I'd call it, you got shit kicked by Jared Goff and Aiden Hutchinson. Your Packers got beat by Jared Goff and Aiden Hutchinson. They ain't that good. They ain't that good. You call him
Jared Goff?
Yeah, Jared Goff. Okay. Belongs on a golf course.
There weren't expectations.
He's got no business being on a football field, but neither do the Green Bay Packers.
Jared Goff has no business being on a football field. What are you talking about? The Lions are good. Right, I don't know why you don't think the Lions are good. The Packers are a young team who's in a competitive rebuild, and they're young, they're rebuilding, and they still have a better record than your team that's trying to win a fucking Super Bowl. So let me get this straight. Lay off a little bit. Jordan Love had no time. I got a little too excited about how good they were. They aren't as good as I thought, but it's 1 week. They were down. They were down lots of linemen. J Love had no time.
I just got one question.
It's fine, but
what did you think of Jordan Love's performance?
He didn't have any time. He didn't play great, but
yeah, it wasn't him.
He didn't play great even with it, but he also still. I mean, I don't know. First year quarterback, he'll have those weeks.
To be fair, I was a Packers fan in the second half. I got some live odds. I figured week 3 they made a comeback in the second half. I said week 4 maybe they make a comeback. Got them at plus 4,000. Put 10 on to win 400. They were this close, and the defense kind of fell apart. So I was a little ashamed there, but I'll never be a Packer fan again. It's a waste of money. Grant, what have you been up to? How you been?
I'm good, boys. I got to make the trip out east. I was in Philadelphia this weekend visiting my woman.
Fucking right.
So it was fun. It didn't get me a whole lot of time to watch a lot of games, so I was able to tune in a little bit when I could. Check the score at the sorority formals on Thursday night, so I was checking scores because there was no TVs at the venue. But
you went to a sorority formal. How was that?
Oh, it's great, man. They're super fun. You get in there, and I mean, they have to give everyone free food.
Yeah.
And so I just snacked on McDonald's French fries, and I think they were the chicken nuggets, but I think like the place that we had them didn't want us to know they were the chicken nuggets, so I think they just fried them twice.
That sounds like it was
like. Why did they not want?
It was like an extra crispy chicken McNugget.
Hey, I got a question for you. Did they serve alcohol there? Because at the U they can't serve alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
You can buy it.
You can buy it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the case for us. Like they can't provide it. You can't drink at the house. Where was it? They had some nice event picked out.
Yeah, it was at a pretty cool bar in like downtown Philly.
It's probably sick.
Yeah,
downtown Philly's a good spot. All right. Well, I hope you bought her a nice steak dinner. Busted out a little cash.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
That's what we use Prize Picks for, boys.
Boy. Shout out to one of our sponsors, Prize Picks. Campbell's another one of our sponsors. His mustache has got to be the biggest sponsor on this podcast. Campbell, Mustache Kapanky. How you been, brother?
Phenomenal.
All right, we're just going to go right into the weekly recaps because Campbell clearly has nothing to fucking say.
I was at Oktoberfest with Liam.
Yeah, you were at Oktoberfest. Boys, tell us a little bit about Oktoberfest. How was it this year?
Dude, we had a big-ass party, and our whole left fence got knocked down. There's no fence anymore. So we just...
Okay, so that was up before we got there?
Yeah, there was a fence there. Now it's all gone. Right. Yeah. Landlord...
Did you guys have security? Did you hire security, or was it just the boys?
No, but I was getting we had a little, clicking light, and it was blue, and I was checking IDs and kicking people out if they didn't blue light. It was pretty funny, awesome. But yeah. It was a good
so
time.
if any bars in the area are looking for a new bouncer, Liam's gotcha. But boys, I say we hop right into this. At the top of my list for games of the week, I've got the Vikings versus the Panthers. Like I said in the intro, the Vikings are 1-3. We're coming for the playoffs. We're coming for the Super Bowl. This is our year. My boy Jetta's over here is one of 2 receivers to have 5,000 plus receiving yards before turning 25. You know who the other person on that list is? Somebody want to fill me in?
Or do I got Jerry Rice or Randy Moss or what?
It's Randy Moss, baby. It's Randy Moss.
Those are
two legends.
Couple of 2 guys who got their talent wasted in Minnesota.
Nah, Jetta's looks happy right now. We gotta sign him right now while he's happy. See him smiling after that game? He only put up 90 yards. He had 2 tutties. Alright, boys. If you got nothing else to say on my Vikings, I say we move into the Packers. We already talked about them. They suck. Bears Broncos. Did any of you watch that game?
I passed out halfway through it.
No, I just thought I thought the Bears had it in the bag, and then I checked and they choked.
Yeah, dude, I caught the back half of it. Justin Fields balled out. He threw for 300, 3 tutties. Looked like the Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
That's my MVP right there.
That's a solid pick. He had 1 big game. He's definitely the favorite now. And then I think it was like one of the last plays of the 4th quarter. Fieldsy steps back. He's going to throw it. They're up 7 at this point. Remember this. He gets sacked, fumble, scoop and score a touchdown, tie game. Broncos win in OT. Those are the 2 worst teams in the NFL.
Turns the ball over, man. That's been a common thread with that man the whole season. Yep. He just instead of finding ways to win, he finds ways to lose.
Turn it over. Yeah. I don't know. Fieldsy's an issue. And Caleb Williams, did you see he just came out with a tweet today?
I saw he said there's like 5 teams he'd play for, and he'll make
shout out Joe Kelly of the No Business Talkin Hockey Pod. Yeah, this is what it is. NFC North News. Caleb Williams says he can make more money returning to USC next season than as a rookie in the NFL, and says he can pick what team he wants to go to because of that. Caleb's only 5 teams he would play for are the Cowboys, Raiders, Vikings, Giants, and 49ers.
I think he said that he was like a Vikings fan growing up or something. But I don't really get how is he gonna pick his team? Like if he stays another year and goes into the draft, he doesn't get to pick.
Here's something that's interesting. So Matvey Michkov in the NHL draft this year, Russian kid, really good prospect. Like the second coming of Ovi. Everybody knows Ovi. He didn't want to go to any of the top 6 teams. And he met with them all and said, hey, if you draft me, I'm not playing for you. And you know what they did? They all skipped over him. He fell to number 7 where he told the guy at number 7, you're the only team I'm playing for on this list. So if you want to pick me, you should, because I'll be there. He could pull something like that off. Being that good? I mean, why would you draft him if he's not going to play? He just won't enter.
Pulled out.
Yeah, he just won't enter. Play 2 more years.
Which is kind of stupid. But...
He's got 2 more years at USC after this. Like you said, he's making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, if he gets hurt, though, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's kind of ballsy. He will eventually make a lot more in the NFL, but
the Giants might have a chance at him. And the Raiders right now, the way they look. Raiders are 1-3. Giants are about to go 1-3. They could.
Grant.
He could be going to the NFL.
Grant, who are you cheering for next Monday?
Whoever's losing.
What?
Cheer for the winner. Be a bandwagon. Cheer for the winner.
No, I'll probably cheer for the Packers. I'll cheer for the Packers there.
How many sacks do you think Max Crosby's getting next week?
You know what is happening though?
What?
By about this time next week on our next podcast, I should be in the number 98 jersey because that boy had 2 sacks this weekend.
Yeah, huge week for Max. Love to see it. He's a real deal. I think we should just make a point to make it known every podcast that Max Crosby's the real deal.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy on the Raiders who hit Justin Herbert late? He used to play on the Chargers and he just got jumped. Did you guys see that video?
I don't know who that was. I saw that though.
He literally
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Speaking of the Chargers, dude, Khalil Mack with 6
Tell that guy to stop interrupting. Tell that guy to stop interrupting.
Yeah.
Hey, who the fuck is that kid? Shut the fuck up.
They said to stop interrupting. You're good.
Campbell, mute your mic next time you're going fucking AWOL on the boys here.
Sorry, I can't control people coming in.
You can control your mic, fucker.
Hey, shout out to Campbell too. He let some of the boys stay after the Packer game on Thursday. It was pretty clutch.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Campbell. Tough loss, but the Packers had heart there. I will give them that. They got that second half heart this year. And that shows. It really does show.
Yeah.
As much as I hate the Packers and I love seeing Rodgers, even when I have money on
the last few years of Rodgers, they were not a second half team, really.
No, but this year
his name was Jerry Tillery.
Yeah.
Jerry Tillery.
Yeah, watch the video why he gets just jumped by the entire Chargers team.
Did you see Fieldsy get his face caved in? Was that last week? Did we already talk about that? When he got dummied into concussion protocol?
Yeah.
I think
that was last week against the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, having flashbacks right now.
Yeah, I didn't even think he was playing this week.
If we're talking Max Crosby having a big game, Khalil Mack on the other side went off. 6 sacks.
Yeah.
He had 0 before that game. He now leads the NFL in sacks after 1 game.
He had 6?
He had 6 sacks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know how you do that. 6 sacks.
What?
I mean, a guy like Garoppolo can't be that hard to track down.
It wasn't Garoppolo. They had their backup, something like McDaniel. No, it's
Josh McDaniels.
That's right.
Josh McDaniels might be fired after this week.
I don't even know. And Devontae was kind of hurt or whatever too.
Yeah, he got tweaked up.
I hope he does play next week so you can see him. But
Aiden O'Connell.
Is it in Green Bay?
No, it's in Vegas.
So no Bakhtiari. Max Crosby's going for another one. The kid's coming out hot again.
Liam, is Bakhtiari done after this year?
I don't know. You gotta think so.
He's getting there.
Dude has played probably 4 games the last 3 years.
Yeah, and he's out for the whole year now.
Sounds like a waste of money.
He got another surgery last week, and he's getting another one in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, you gotta get his ass out.
His knee.
Sounds like bad management.
He's done.
He gone. Max Crosby's getting 4 sacks next week, though. But, next on the list, boys. Josh Allen and the fucking Buffalo Josh Allens are a wagon. Holy shit, are they good. After week 1, it's been nothing but pure dominance out of them.
Yeah, they turned it on.
Josh had 5 total tutties. He threw for 4.
They got embarrassed that first week.
Yeah, they got embarrassed, and they have not looked back. They're a different team right now. Their defense has been eating. And a fun little stat for all you stat guys out there, Campbell. I know you're watching this one. Tua Tagovailoa through week 3 of this year and last year had the exact same stats. Completions, touchdowns, and interceptions were all the exact same. Week 4 last year.
Wow.
Horrible game. Shit ton of turnovers. Week 4 this year, what happened? Tua turned the ball over, made his return to the NFL. And the Bills beat the shit out of him. And I had Gabe Davis first tutty, so that was huge. Stephon Diggs, I don't know if you guys saw that. He had 3 tutties. Josh Allen ran one in. I mean, they're winning the AFC Championship, without a doubt.
What do you think of the Dolphins now going forward? Or not the wagon everyone thought, or what?
Well, the Broncos are obviously dog shit. The Bears put up 38 against them, so you can't really... 28. I mean, you can't judge.
I said the Dolphins. What are you talking about?
The Broncos are just not good. Oh, what I'm saying is you can't judge the Dolphins off the Broncos because the Broncos are dog shit.
I'm just talking about them with the Bills.
And I mean, the Patriots kept it close, and they just got shit kicked by the Cowboys. So it's hard to judge them off that too. I think they're a little fraudulent.
So in your AFC,
they're a one-trick pony.
You're putting the Chiefs ahead of the Dolphins again.
I mean, it doesn't even matter how good the Chiefs do in the regular season. Playoff Patty's
That's true.
A different breed.
Speaking
playoff
of
Patty's like playoff Tom.
Let's talk about that Bengals game,
it's Bills Chiefs right now. Oh my God, are they a fucking joke?
They're
what was the final score? 21-3?
27-3.
27-3 to the Titans. To the Tennessee Titans. Who just got blown out by the... Oh, no, they blew out the Browns. Never mind. Titans ain't half bad. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
They got a nice little football team there. But what the fuck is going on in Cincy?
The Bengals suck, dude.
Burrow's on pace to end the year with 8 touchdowns.
That's brutal.
Jeez, bro.
That's brutal.
I don't even...
That's a stat.
Yeah, he just seems like banged up. He just seems banged up, man.
I mean, his O-line is no help either. It's the fucking U.S.-Mexico border. Let everybody through. Like, where's the policy there? Holy fuck. Put Trump as the head coach, he might actually stand a chance. Let nobody through. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Because Jamar Chase came out after the game. See, Jamar Chase came out after the game, was like, some reporter asked him, are you getting open? He's like, I'm open. Just put the ball there.
I'm always open.
So, I'm always open. There's a little bit of turmoil there. And they got a lot to figure out, because they do not look good. But I don't really know if there's much to talk about there, boys.
No.
Yeah.
I think we move on to the next person on my list, CJ Stroud.
I was just going to say that.
He's been a dog. He's, one of 8 quarterbacks to start the first 4 games with 11 touchdowns, no interceptions, and like 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
He's one of 6. And on that list is Rodgers, Mahomes, Brady, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning. 5 of the best quarterbacks to ever do it. He's on that list with. And he did it as a rookie.
He's pretty impressive.
CJ Stroud is no joke at all. Whatsoever. What the weird thing is, too, he doesn't have, like, any big weapons. Nico Collins has been good, but he's not a stud.
I was going to say, who's he even throwing to?
He's not a stud.
Nico Collins, Hank Dell, Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, and none of those guys are bona fide studs. I mean, Tank Dell came out of Alabama with a high ceiling, but even then, he's no Devontae, he's no Jamar, he's no Jefferson, he's no Diggs. He's really, they're a good team right now, and there's really nothing special about them. They got a good quarterback, clearly a really good quarterback. They just get the job done. And then you got Puka Nacua, also setting records with my boy Jay Jettis. He's on pace to have the best single-season receiving yards. Like, set the record for most single-season receiving yards.
He has more Jettis or Puka?
Puka is on track to have the most single-season.
How many receiving yards does he have right now? In
terms of single-season? Didn't Cooper Kupp set it for single-season receiving yards?
No.
2 years ago? Maybe I read that stat wrong. But where's our stat guy at? He's in the job. Either way, he's on track to break a huge record.
Cooper Kupp came 17 yards short. It was Megatron in 2012. Just short of 2,000.
That's the single-season receiving yard record?
1964, Jettis and Puka are both on pace to slam that.
Yeah, Puka's like leading the charge. Does Puka have more yards or Jefferson? Jefferson's got like 4.
Oh, look it up.
No, Jefferson probably has 5.
Jefferson's got like 550.
Yeah. Jay Jets. Dog.
I feel bad.
Jettis has 543. Puka has 501.
Damn.
Tyreek 470. Keenan 434.
I saw Kirko's on record to break, or he was on pace to break, what is it? Single season passing record?
He's up there with turnovers.
He didn't do much this year, though, or this week.
No, they didn't look great.
Maybe he needs to play bad for them to win.
Maybe that's the truth. But the defense stepped up. We had a big scoop and score. DJ Wanham gets the strip sack, takes it to the house. That was a turning point in that game. TSN turning point. Shout it out. Vikes are the real deal. It's the last time I'll say it. Boys, we got anything else to talk about?
I got 3 points for you.
You got 3 points?
Yeah.
All right.
1, McCaffrey with like 200 scrimmage yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, how did I not throw that in there?
Yeah, that was huge. And then another one, A-Chain with another 100-plus yard game, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
And 3, the return of Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara with a big return. He's on one of my fantasy teams. That was nice to see.
Wasn't it last week we said who the hell's we didn't even know we were like some other dude on the
A-Chain? Yeah, he's a rookie.
Last week we were like Akane or whatever. I didn't even know how to say his name till yesterday.
Yeah, the Dolphins kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, played him in fantasy. That was tough. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins' offense is good. They got a lot of options in that offense, but
yeah,
their defense is nothing apparently. And I mean, it looks like it's pretty easy to hold them to 20. Bills just did it. The Bills' defense is nothing really special. It dominated the Raiders, but outside of that, I mean, what else have they done? They got ran over by Zach Wilson. I don't know. Maybe it's a turning point for the Bills. Maybe it's just not the same Bills team we saw week 1, but I don't know. I don't think the Dolphins are that good. But Christian McCaffrey had 4 of the 5 touchdowns.
He's a
that white boy can fucking run.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
You see every fantasy draft. Every draft I was in, he was going to like 4 at least or 5.
Yeah, it was Jenna's Jamar McCaffrey every time.
Some people picked Eckler over him.
Yeah, Eckler too. Yeah, and it should have been McCaffrey.
Yeah, but McCaffrey.
Just because of the injury concern.
And the options they have too, with Ayuk, who's been a stud this year. He had a big return. He came back for like 100 yards. Kittle, who hasn't seen much action this year, but he's still a threat. And you got Debo.
Debo didn't do squat this week. He just had like 6 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think he had any receptions. That was brutal. Nothing good out of Debo there. But we got anything else to talk about, or should we move into the next segment?
We talked about Zach Wilson last night.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was cool to see. Except
who wants it?
I don't know. You got it.
I mean, he looked awesome.
Yeah, he did.
And the Chiefs got fucking helped out in that game by the refs. Clearly, Vegas had their mitts involved.
That game was
won.
That was one of the sketchier.
And the Chiefs should have covered spread. Now, I will say this about the Patty Mahomes slide. I'm pissed about it. It said Chiefs -8 to close out.
I was just gonna say the right play. The only thing that makes me think Vegas wasn't in on it was that he slid down right on the 1. But I mean, the refs can't do anything about that. But
yeah,
that was definitely a little sketchy.
I mean, Vegas still made a pile off that because, yeah, people are either on Jets money line at like halftime or KC spread from the start of the game. That's like what the public was on. So it was a little sketchy because the Jets didn't win and the Chiefs didn't cover, but it was the right play by Patty. You got a minute left. You got the first down. You score, they have a chance to score, kick it onside, and then score again. You slide down, you take 2 knees, game's over.
Yeah.
It's the right play. Back to Zach Wilson. He looked super comfortable in the pocket, and he was throwing darts all game.
Maybe it was Rodgers being in the building.
Yeah.
Or Taylor Swift. How many fucking times did they show her on the screen?
The NFL's bio today, too. It's getting outrageous.
They changed the bio.
We need to be the only sports media platform that doesn't talk about Taylor Swift. So.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to rip into the NFL for what they did. They're ruining the fucking game. How many housewives are sitting at home on Monday night and Sunday night and Thursday night watching football? No, they're probably watching a reality TV show, The Kardashians or some shit.
It is help.
You got to take Taylor Swift out of football. Yeah, it brings in fans and shit, blah, blah, blah. But nobody...
There were 4 million more
viewers.
There were 4 million more viewers last night than the Super Bowl.
Fuck them. They're going to lose 4 million because the loyal fans don't want to see Taylor Swift every 4 fucking plays.
You're still going to watch.
There were more women at that first Taylor Swift game.
What?
At that first Taylor Swift game, there were like more women in attendance to the game than men.
That's so fucked.
It's unfucking believable. She's sitting up in a press box. If you want to see her, go to one of her 17 concerts each week. And not only that, the announcers got to keep her name out of their fucking mouths. It's like, I think I counted Taylor Swift on screen 10 times.
It was
8 references to her from the announcers.
It cut to her 17 times.
Jesus.
17 times?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson was having the game of his life. Taylor Swift had more screen time. I hate it. I'm going to stop my conversation there. If you guys want to keep going, you can, but I'm done with my Taylor Swift rant. Also, she's a witch.
Hey, man. I'm a Swiftie, so shut your fucking mouth. I'll drive down to Minneapolis.
You'll do nothing. No, one of you will do
Great
nothing.
music.
She sucks. She sucks.
You just sound jealous, Wyatt.
I'm just pissed off that I can't watch a football game without seeing Taylor Swift in the stands every 4 minutes.
Just don't watch the Chiefs.
Have you ever played a Swift song at a Sig Kai party?
I personally don't play Swift songs, but some of the other boys do. Not a fan of it, to say the least. Well, anybody else got some Taylor Swift rants they want to get off their chest? Or good things about Taylor Swift? Any good things to say about her?
Well, I saw something. So you know how there's the whole deal of Zach Wilson with moms? I saw that Zach Wilson was looking up at Donna Kelsey.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
It was that picture of Kelsey like looking up where he has that like look on his face, and then Zach Wilson looking up too, but it was for Donna Kelsey.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, Zach. You might be my new favorite player. I laid into him last week, but now I like him.
And did you hear his post game? He sounded mature this time.
Dude, I think Rodgers might actually be wearing off on him. Okay, Rodgers might be the worst guy to like teach maturity in terms of how much of a inbred he is in the locker room and what his former teammates have said about him. No, Liam, don't even give me that fucking look. There have been some reports from his teammates that Rodgers is a locker room piece of shit.
Is that why 10 of them followed him to New
Wilson
York?
Has shown. Well, it's because they want to put up good stats and have a chance at a Super Bowl. And to be fair, Rodgers gives you a pretty good chance. Right now, it's looking like Zach Wilson's going to give him a chance. Should have won that game. Brutal holding call. Chiefs are always getting holding calls. Super Bowl last year. Brutal holding call. Eagles should have won that. Should we dive into the jersey of the week?
I don't even know what to...
What's your J of the week?
The nice red Texans CJ Stroud.
Yep, I was going those two. The all red with the white pants are fucking phenomenal.
Red helmet?
They were dialed all day. They should just stay in those jerseys because they're the real deal. The all red Houston Texans jerseys are some of the best jerseys in football with the white pants. Those things look good.
And the red helmet.
And the red helmet, not to mention. And they play good in them. So keep going back to those because I like seeing rookies succeed. Unless your name's Jordan Love. He's not really a rookie, though. Liam, jersey of the week.
Dude, I have no idea. I've watched like 1 hour of football.
That's brutal.
What other
special... You got a jersey, or are you going back to the Raid show?
What other special ones were there?
I was gone when you mentioned the first ones. I like the ones on at like 8 a.m. in the morning over in England. The Jags look good in the all blacks.
Did you watch that Toy Story stream?
No. I heard it was very dumb.
I was going to say,
was it weird?
Brutal.
I saw some highlights.
That might not be coming back.
It looked like a video game.
It's impressive that they were able to do that, though. That's some top-level technology.
Did they like have the players animated too, or was it just?
It was like fully animated to look like Toy Story.
Everything.
It was
the players were animated.
Yeah. It was like it was like an overview in Andy's room from Toy Story on his floor playing.
That's how they. What?
It was really weird.
Did they have a regular stream or no?
Oh yeah, there was, but there was also the.
Oh, they had a regular broadcast. Okay,
yeah, it's not like you just had to watch that game through Toy Story, but.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into the Jags here shortly, but we got to go to Grant. Oh, Grant, we already got yours. The All Blacks. I got to pull those up.
The all-white Jets last night looked pretty good, too.
Yeah. That'll be mine.
Yeah, for how awful their color scheme is, it looked pretty good. Oh, the All Blacks are nice, Grant. Black helmet, black jersey, black pants, a little bit of a teal accent. It's pretty good. All right. Let's get into some previews, boys. The top of the list, I got the Bills versus the Jaguars. They got the 8 o'clock game in London. Jags are going back-to-back there. I'm going.
That's so odd to me.
Yeah, I don't really get
odd
that.
To me that they get both of those.
I don't really get it either, but I don't know. NFL's probably got something up their sleeve. Probably the fact that the Bills might blow them out of the water and nobody's going to want to watch it because it's going to be such a blowout. That's what I think is going to happen. I said it last week. Josh Allen's going to have a huge week. I think he is going to have another huge week. The Jaguars' defense is so confusing to me. They're supposed to be this powerhouse with their own Josh Allen. We got a Josh Allen head-to-head game right here. But then they proceed to get ran over by like all these other not good teams. So I don't really know what the Jags are doing. Their offense, I mean, they put up 27 points, but still, I think the Bills are going to eat them alive. And the Bills just look different right now. They look like they just want to eat everybody alive. So I don't know, boys. What are your thoughts on this game? Bills Jags, 8 a.m.
I think it's really stupid the Jags have to go back 2 weeks in a row.
Well, I hope they're staying there.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a little bit of a winning edge if they can stay there for.
Are they even leaving? They're probably staying. I mean, you'll have to adjust to a totally different time zone.
Danny Dimes just threw a pick six.
Did he really?
Oh, jeez. Pick six for Danny Dimes.
It is now 21-3. I took a alternate live spread at 19.5 at like plus 400. I just figured there's no way the Giants don't get blown out the way they're playing right now. So I love to see that. Sorry, what were you saying, Grant? That cut you off?
For them to be able to stay, I don't know what the Bills' schedule look like or when they'll fly out. Then it's not like it's a huge time difference. But to play at 9 a.m. is different.
It's early. Yeah, well, because it's,
different time zone.
I mean, 8 a.m. compared to 12 a.m. It's a different time zone, so the sleep schedule's off. I mean, what is it? Probably like an afternoon game for them?
I'm guessing it's closer to a noon game. I think it's like 4 or 5 hours difference.
But would they lose half an hour?
No, I think it's probably 12:30, so maybe it is 3:30. I don't know. But either way, for the Jags to be able to stay out there a week, I feel like that would maybe give them a slight edge in it.
Yeah.
But not enough to stop or do anything against what the Bills have looked like the last couple days or games.
No, it's no edge is going to help them. Cam, what are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, I feel like eventually Trevor Lawrence and that offense they built around him has got to give at some point. I just don't think it'll be this week, but I think it'll be competitive.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a decent take. All right, boys.
I'd give it, it won't be a blowout, but it'll be, I could see Bills winning by a solid 14.
That's good. I like to hear that because I think I'm going to take their spread. It's at 4.5 right now, which just seems absurd considering they were -3 last week. But I got the Ravens-Steelers on my list of games this week. I feel like the Steelers always give the Ravens a good shot. It's divisional, if I'm correct. Is it divisional?
Yep.
Yeah, divisional game.
Big rivalry.
AFC North.
Yeah, huge rivalry.
That's like a rivalry game.
TJ Watt coming after Lamar Jackson all night. See if Kenny Pickett can do anything, but the Ravens' defense has shocked me this year. They look good. They look really good.
Kenny Pickett hurt or no?
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to play on or no?
I don't know if he's out. I just know he's banged up.
I hope he's playing.
Rough week in fantasy for me this week, boys.
Yeah, your points went too high there.
I scored a quarter.
Went from 200 to 50. Ouch.
Yeah.
I think I got the most points against out of anybody in this league. Yeah, Jesus. I got 400 points against.
Through the first 3 weeks?
Yeah, Cal Lacey is the only one with more. I'm about to have the most.
I played both of you guys.
Jesus. Oh, I'm going to lose this week too? Come on. Unbelievable. All right. Well, Kenny Pickett, what was the update, Cam? Is he playing or no?
I didn't look at it.
No.
Was Liam looking at it?
Liam was.
Well, I hope he plays to just make the game more interesting to watch. Because if he doesn't play, I think it can be a blowout towards the Ravens. But if he does play, then the Steelers' offense has a chance, given how their defense should play.
So that's Mitch Trubisky, right? Coming in?
Yeah, Big Mitch. Might be a good game. It might be a really good game. I think it's going to be low scoring, obviously, just because of the defense and the offense. I mean, you got a really good defense and a really shitty offense. So that adds up to low scoring, but could be one of these, last drive type games. Boys, what do you think of Rams-Eagles?
I was just looking at that game. I think this could be a game that snaps that win streak for the Eagles.
I think it could be, too, because the Rams got Cooper Kupp coming back off the IR. That gives them 3 deadly receivers. He's coming back this week. Yeah, he was activated. Unofficially, but, they said week 5, so. All I've heard so far is Kupp's playing.
He's just been practicing this week.
Yeah, he'll probably play. They're gonna want him to play. It's a big game for them. This would set the tone for the rest of their season. If they can take down the Eagles, it'll be a big step for them. But the
Eagles just squeaked out against Washington.
That's close, yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good game though. Commanders always bring it against the Eagles. Last year the Eagles were I remember this because I bet a shit ton on it. Eagles were 14-point favorites. And the Commanders ended up beating them by 14. So you can never doubt the Commanders, and they don't look half bad this year, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak a playoff spot out.
Well, to flip it from who's going to stay 4-0 or who's going to stay 0-4, do we think the Panthers get one out this week, or
no chance, bro?
Going to continue to slide?
No chance. Let me see. They got the Lions.
Yeah.
Lions are going to butcher them. Oh, did you guys see Jamal Adams is out already? It's his first game back in 387 days, and he got a conky. Yeah, he got a C word. It was his 9th snap on the field. And he drove his skull right into Daniel Jones' knee. So, Grant, how do they teach you how to tackle with your head up? Or just hit him hard.
Bring him to the ground, man. Do what you need to do to bring him to the ground.
Well, he brought him to the ground. He sacrificed his brain for a tackle. So, sucks to see Jamal Williams out, but he'll probably be back soon. I got the Bengals Cardinals on this list. I was looking through there. You got a 1-3 team versus what are the Cardinals? 1-3.
1-3.
1-3. Just two shitty football teams. Two shitty football teams. They can be so high scoring, I think. Bengals defense.
I don't know how you can say it's going to be high scoring, dude. The Bengals look like shit.
It's going to be a sneaky high scoring game. Bengals haven't put up a lot of points yet. They're due for a big week. Plus, the Cardinals defense is no good at all. And the Cardinals, they've proven they can put up some points. And the Bengals defense is nothing to run home about. So,
yeah.
It could be one of these sneaky, super high-scoring games. 30-30, something crazy like that. Any thoughts on that game or no? Move on to the next one.
I just think if that connection between Chase and Burrow can finally hit a stride, they'll start to win some games, but they can't even throw the ball, man.
No, Burrow looks awful right now. He's off. He's got no time. Last game on my list. You got two decent one really good offense. And the Cowboys who are a decent offense. And the two insanely talented defenses. I don't know what I'm picking in that game. I think I just got to go Niners because they're just that good. But, yeah, Cowboys defense is the real deal. If Cowboys defense is healthy, obviously minus Trayvon Diggs, Cowboys D is healthy. They got a serious chance at taking down the Niners. So I think they have 4 defensive touchdowns already this year. Or is it 5?
They had 2 in their game this week.
Yeah, and they had 2 week 1. So
yeah, that'll be a fun game.
It's gonna be a really fun game to watch. Obviously I'm gonna bet on it, but I don't think I'm gonna throw a lot on it. It's one of those games you just want to sit down and watch.
That's one where if the 49ers come out and they still just look so dominant, that's where you say, okay, the 49ers have a really good shot.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, if they beat the Cowboys, they're probably the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It'd be scoring on the best defense in the league, which is hard to do. Only one team's really done it so far. All right, boys. We got 2 segments left. We got Players of the Week, who we're looking out for. I'm going back to Max Crosby for like the how manyth week in a row. They're going up against the Packers O-line. He's going to eat all night. I'm also going with Josh Allen again, though. I said Josh Allen last week. I got to stick with it. I think he throws for at least 3. Diggsy will catch 1. Gabe Davis will catch 1. I think Josh Allen and that Bills offense is going to have a huge week. But Campbell, you've been a Player of the Week expert so far. Who's your Player of the Week for this week?
All right, here. I gotta find something quick. So I'm gonna start out with Garrett Wilson.
Ooh.
I think if you look at what he did this last week, I mean, he didn't have a phenomenal game, but he made some catches that were very crucial, and I mean, he had plenty. I was trying to look at his targets. He had 9 catches for 60 yards on 14 targets, so he's clearly Zach Wilson's favorite, and Zach Wilson played out of his mind for at least for his level.
For half a game.
And, so the fact that the Jets are playing against a team like the Broncos, who, if you look, have been in decently high-scoring games but suck, and have a crappy defense, I think Zach Wilson will get the ball a lot, or Garrett Wilson will get the ball a lot, and they'll have a good game. So I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson for this week.
Who do the Jets play?
Broncos.
The Broncos, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good pick, honestly. You got a defensive player in mind?
Here, circle back to me on that.
All right. Gerbo, Liam, who wants it?
I get your offensive, but not the defensive.
Cooper Kupp.
You're going Kupp, Gerbo?
Yeah.
I like that. The only question is
coming back, making the return. Let's beat this hot Eagles team.
Yep.
Although I'm looking right now, it says the Rams have a 65% win probability.
Seriously?
That's shocking to me.
That's weird because the
Eagles in that game
the Eagles are 4-point favorites.
Yeah, that's so weird. This is I'm like, I don't even know. I just have the schedules pulled up and then I clicked on one and that it gives me like these little probabilities.
Boys, are we taking Rams money line?
I don't know.
ESPN says one thing, the books say the other thing. I think I'm going to go Rams money line too. The Eagles do not look good enough to beat a team that's rolling as hot as the Rams right now. But Cooper Kupp, though, I like that. He's going to come out firing off the IR. My only question with that is, do you think he's going to get a lot of targets with Nakua and Tutu being the beasts they've been?
I don't know. I think what might end up happening is maybe not, but then let's say he's in the red zone. They want to get him more involved, give him a touchdown or 2. Maybe he snags 1 or 2 touchdowns this weekend.
All right. I like that. I can ride with that. All right. You got a defensive player in mind. You going back to Max?
I'll go with Big Hutchinson this week.
Ooh. Yep.
Actually, you know what? You know what else? I'm going to switch it quick again. I'll go with Nick Bosa on Sunday night.
Ooh, Sunday night
on Dak Prescott. That'd be a little more fun to watch too. But he's right in that same level with the Crosbys, the T.J. Watts.
Right in that same level. He's on that level. He created that level. But I like that. Cowboys got a good offensive line, so we'll really see just how dangerous this guy is and how dangerous that Niners defense is because they're going to have a tough challenge, especially against the run. I also want to shout out quick, Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard could break free for some runs this week. Some big ones, too. Him and Deuce Vaughn as the 1-2 punch back there. Like I said, Cowboys good offensive line. It's a matter of time before they get rolling like they did last year, so give me them this week as well. All right, Cam, you got your defensive player?
I do. I have 2. So first off, I was thinking about Hutchinson. His last 2 weeks, he's looked phenomenal. He ate that Packers O-line alive. Yep. But He's already got his mention, so I'm gonna go Chase Young on Thursday night against the Bears.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Chase Young could run up a sack total.
Yeah,
he had a sack.
Yeah, I'll go Chase Young. Nice 1.5, 2 sacks out of Chase Young on Thursday night.
Yep, Chase is the real deal. All right, Liam, we're bringing it over to you. Close it out for us with a couple good players.
Offensively, I'm going Aaron Jones.
He's the man.
Wow.
He barely got any touches
last week. Nothing new on this
podcast. He barely got any touches last week. They were taking it easy, I think, mainly because they were kind of out of the game for most fourth quarter and they weren't running it. And also, the Raiders' run defense sucks ass. They gave up 156 rushing yards last week. And the Packers are just going to need it. I think they'll control the game most of the time. And he's due. He's been hurt for a while. And the Bears game he went off was very efficient. And yep.
All right, so we got a little bit of a homer pick there. A little bit of a strategical pick. Who's your defensive player?
Rashawn Gary.
God, dude. Now that's a homer pick. And why is that, Liam? Why Rashawn Gary?
Slightly. Just a homer pick.
Just a homer pick.
There's no
I can respect
just a homer pick.
Boys, have we talked about Chandler Jones on this podcast yet?
I don't think we have.
Yeah, that crying video is all weird, man.
Yeah, he's been on a tear, bro. He's going down the Antonio Brown path right now, going off on Twitter, throwing out some bullshit. But for all the viewers out there that don't know who Chandler Jones is, he's the brother of UFC GOAT John Jones. So it runs in their family to be a little bit psychotic.
They're brothers?
Yeah, they're brothers, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Sure?
Dude, 100%, look it up.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I've just never heard that before.
John Jones' younger brother Chandler was taken into custody in Las Vegas this week.
Yeah, they're brothers.
A couple of beasts coming out of the Jones family. Mama Jones knows what to feed them. But, wow, what a taking a fight. John, dude. John all day.
Chandler's got him by,
probably a killer.
Chandler's got him by 60 pounds and an inch, and is younger, and has like 2 inches on the reach.
Really?
I'm taking John.
Yeah, I mean,
John and Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler's got a good swim move too.
It doesn't matter how good his swim move is. John's the best fighter in UFC history on coke, on PEDs, or off all the drugs.
Yeah,
John hits him with one flying knee. That thing's over. Chandler's never touching the football field again. That's the truth.
That'd be a fun fight.
All right, here we go.
That would be.
Maybe yeah, I could see him becoming a boxer now. That seems to be once athletes go a little crazy
all
now.
The head trauma he has, yeah.
NFL and NBA players, they go crazy and they just switch.
Well, yeah. John Jones is 27-1, and Chandler Jones is 0-0, so Chandler Jones hasn't lost yet.
What a stat from our stat guy. What a stat from our stat guy. God, what a beauty. All right.
Send it in the chat.
No picks this week, boys. Hate to break it to you. But as host Wyatt Sherry, it's my duty and honor to close this thing out. So thank you for listening to the No Business Talkin Football podcast. I believe this is episode 8. This thing was recorded Monday night during the Giants-Seahawks game. Seahawks are a wagon, Bills are a wagon, Vikes are a wagon, Packers are frauds. And that's all. Thanks for listening. See you next week.